Hi boys and girls, it's me, Mrs. Strom. Sorry I'm not with you today live for a live lesson because I'm out of the classroom this morning. So normally you would just have a substitute, but instead of having a substitute, you'll just do this asynchronous lesson. So watch this video and you'll learn how to draw a cupcake. So what you'll need today is a piece of paper, a pencil, something to color with, and something maybe to trace with. You can use a black color pencil, black crayon, or a marker. I'm going to be using this Sharpie marker for tracing. So go ahead and get those supplies if you need to. So pause the video and then go get your supplies, and then when you come back, press play. All right, so now that you're back, I wanted to share with you a fun video of this story called Pete the Cat and the Missing Cupcake. Pete the Cat is a fun series of books about the adventures of this blue cat called Pete. And did you know the illustrator is named James Dean, and he's actually a Georgia artist. He was born in Alabama, but he moved to Georgia after he finished college, and he became an engineer at Georgia Power. But then he decided that he wanted to do some art for fun, and so he used to make a lot of paintings for fun of this blue cat. And somebody saw his paintings and thought it was really wonderful, and they decided to create a story based on the cat. And so now we have Pete the Cat stories. This is a fun story called Pete the Cat and the Missing Cupcake. So let's watch this video.
The Cat and the Missing Cupcakes, written by Kimberly and James Dean. Pete and Gus were as busy as could be. They were getting ready for the cupcake party. It started at 3. They were making cupcakes for everyone. Pete and Gus counted them just for fun. They had 10 when they were done. Oh no, hang on. Some of the cupcakes were gone. They were sure there had been 10. Pete said maybe we need to count again. They counted the cupcakes lined up straight. Now there were only 8. It looked like someone had taken 2, but who? Pete and Gus did not know what to do. Just then they found a clue. Gus said, "Look what I have found, sprinkles on the ground. I bet it was Squirrel. She loves sprinkles." Squirrel said, "It wasn't me, it couldn't be. I've been at the spelling bee." Uh-oh, more cupcakes are missing. Come and see. This was too weird. 2 more cupcakes had disappeared. Now there were only 6. Someone must be playing tricks. But who? Pete and Gus did not know what to do. Just then they found another clue. Pete said, "I bet it was Alligator. He loves to eat." Alligator said, "It wasn't me. It couldn't be. I've been learning my ABCs." Uh-oh, more cupcakes are missing. Come and see. Now there were only 4. Someone had taken 2 more. But who? Pete and Gus did not know what to do. Just then they found another clue. "I bet it was Turtle," said Pete. "I know Turtle loves sweets." Turtle said, "It wasn't me, it couldn't be. I've been swimming in the sea." Uh-oh, more cupcakes are missing. Come and see. What on earth was going on? All the cupcakes were now gone. Pete and Gus did not know what to do. They started looking for another clue. They found Grumpy Toad with icing on his face. Pete and Gus have solved the case. "I am so sorry, it was me. I could not stop with just one. I ate and ate until there were none." Everyone agreed Grumpy Toad would have to miss the fun. He could not come after what he had done. Pete said, "But wait, Grumpy Toad made a mistake. This is true. Let's give him a second chance. That's what friends do." Pete told Grumpy Toad they would give him another chance. He was so excited, he did a happy dance. The night of the party was so much fun. Grumpy Toad brought more than enough cupcakes for everyone. Thanks for joining me today. Check out these links for more great stories. And before
All right, so I hope you enjoyed that story. So are you ready to draw now? I am. So inspired by that story, I'm going to draw a cupcake. So we're going to need our pencil to start with. Go ahead and write your name on the bottom. I'm going to turn my paper tall this way. And I would like for you to write your code. So if your class is normally on Monday, then write M1. If your class is normally on Tuesday, it would be T for Tuesday, W for Wednesday, H for Thursday, and F for Friday. So let's say that today is Thursday and you're normally come in Thursday, then you would just write H1. Okay. But let's say that you normally come on Friday, then write F1. Okay. All right. So this can be the front or the back. I'm going to flip it over so that it's my back. And then I'm going to start by drawing the top of my cupcake. So I don't want it at the very tip top of my paper. I want to just come down a little bit. And I want to draw a circle because I'm going to make a cherry on top of my cupcake. And I want to make the circle kind of small, but not itty bitty. It's about the size of maybe like a gumball. All right. So there's my cherry for the top of my cupcake, and I'm going to put a little stem on it like this. And if you want to make your cherry look super shiny, you're just going to draw a rectangle at the top like that too. And that looks like a little shine at the top of the cherry. All right, so we're going to have this cherry sitting on some frosting. So it's going to have 4 layers of frosting. So I'm going to start not on the bottom of the cherry, but right here in the middle. I'm going to draw a curved line that goes around to the other side of the cherry like that. Then next, I'm going to draw another layer. So again, I don't go on the bottom, I go over to the side over here. And then I draw another curved line around to the other side. If I'm going it all too fast, you can always pause the video, catch up, and then press play when you're ready to continue. Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3 layers, 4 layers. Now, if you want to make more layers because you got a lot of space down here, you can do that. I'm just going to stick with 4 layers of frosting though. And then after I do my 4 layers of frosting, I'm going to just draw a little line down under the frosting right here. This is going to be the actual cake part of my cupcake, but I'm going to give it a zigzag line that goes across to connect it like that. And then I'm going to draw a line down at the end of those zigzag lines. And this is going to be the wrapper for my cupcake. So on the bottom of it, I could draw it straight, but if I want to make it look a little bit more 3D, I'm going to draw a curved line, sort of like the bottom of a boat. You can do straight or you can do curved. It's up to you. All right, so now I'm going to draw some lines on my cupcake wrapper. So you see how the zigzag line goes up and then down? Wherever it goes down, we're going to draw a line down. So it goes up and then down, draw a line down. And that way it looks like the folds that are on a cupcake wrapper. There we go. I'm going to put my cupcake on a plate. So I'm going to draw a plate on the bottom of my cupcake, but it's going to be sort of like how I did the frosting. I don't put it underneath here. I'm going to start on the middle of the cupcake wrapper, go around, and then back on the other side to kind of line it up. And there's my plate. If I want to make my plate look a little bit more 3D, then just on the bottom part of the plate right here, I'm just going to draw another curved line that's really thin, like this, when it looks a little bit more 3D. How are you guys doing so far? You guys doing okay? All right. Okay, so now let's put this cupcake on a plate on a table. I'm going to draw a line from the middle of the cupcake right here above the plate, going straight out to the side. And the other, I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to try to line it up right here, and then go out to the side. Then next, I'm going to look at my picture and see if there's any big empty spaces. If you have lots of space down here under the plate, maybe you could add something to your picture, like maybe a fork, a napkin, maybe some crumbs fell off the cupcake, maybe there was another cherry that rolled off. So you can be creative about what you put on the table. If you have lots of space above over here, this is going to be the background. So kind of like maybe if it's sitting on a table and it's inside, what's going to be on the wall? Will there be a window? Maybe somebody's looking through the window and wanting to eat that cupcake. Maybe there's some wallpaper. If it's outside and maybe it's a picnic, what would the outside look like? Maybe this is a picnic table and this is, oops, excuse me, the lights just went out. There we go. So if this was a picnic table and we're outside, what would the outside look like? Is there a tree? And maybe there's a playground. Maybe it's somebody's birthday party. So think about what you can put around your cupcake. I'm going to pretend that it's just inside sitting on a table and then there's wallpaper. So I'm going to draw a pattern for my wallpaper of just some diagonal lines like this. Going slow and careful. Remember, in art, we always go slow and careful. It's not a race. All right. So there's my finished picture. Of course, you can add other things. Maybe I want to add some sprinkles. I'm just drawing rectangles for sprinkles. You can make your sprinkles any shape, though. I've seen sprinkles in the shape of stars and hearts, whatever you like. Maybe you want to put a decoration on the wrapper. Maybe there's a decoration on the plate. Maybe there's a fork sitting on the plate. Whatever you like. All right. So after you're done drawing, then you're going to trace it. So here's one that I traced. And this one I had enough space on the bottom, so I put a fork here. And then after you trace it, if there's any messy pencil lines, like there's a little bit of a pencil line showing here, I like to erase that so that way my picture looks nice and clean before I start coloring it. And then you're going to use some crayons, markers, color pencils, whatever you have, to color it in. And so I colored this in with a greenish blue color, and then I put in some of these blue stars. I colored my wall blue, and then I made this crisscross line pattern of orange for the background. You can use as many colors as you want for your frosting. I made mine like strawberry, raspberry, strawberry, raspberry. You can make a rainbow cupcake if you like. And then if you want to get super fancy, I just put a little bit of a shadow underneath my cupcake sitting on the plate, and then a little bit of shadow under my plate. So have fun making your cupcake, and I would love to see your picture. When you want to show me your picture, post it on Seesaw, and post it to the Seesaw page for your art class. So for example, if you're, I want you to put it into Mrs. Strom's art class. Now some of you guys are joining us from Miss Rizzo's art class. You can just post it to Miss Rizzo's art class. That's fine too, okay? And if you don't have Seesaw, don't worry about it. You can bring it to school the next time you're in person, and then you can show me in person what you made. You can also maybe have your parents email me a picture if you want to show me your picture. Okay, so Seesaw, you can put it on Seesaw, bring it in person, or email it to me. All right, so I hope you guys have fun making the rest of your cupcake picture, and then I will see you next time. All right, bye kiddos. Hope you have a great rest of your week.